Joining me in the studio, like I said, he was with us before the NEC. He's a former governorship aspirant of the PDP in Ogun State, a chieftain of the party, Segun Showmi. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, Ijoma. How are you?
Welcome back. Thank you too. And how are you?
I'm well.
You know, we said something before that the NEC meeting will either make the PDP or mar the PDP. And well, it's too early for someone to conclude that the developments that we see now today is a step towards making degenerating the value of the PDP, because some persons are not coming out openly to say I'm defecting, but they are murmuring behind that they are leaving the party. So would you say that the NEC meeting was a success?
Ijoma, my dear Ijoma, to the extent of how the party demonstrated organizational ability, that is, the optics of bringing them there, the processes that sat, all the serious gladiators in the same room, the decision that was taken, and the absolute non-rancorous nature of that whole exercise. You know, it's a combination of many things. BOT, caucuses, Governors Forum, NEC. Ijoma.
But that has been in style.
Ijoma.
Yes.
You know, I mean, come on, we've never had as never been this way. So when we're going to all that, the fact that all of those things went well, we can give the party
a mark,
for
a pass mark, that it went well.
Yes.
The caucus meeting.
Yes. In terms of the fact that it was a talking point for the whole country, you know, that means that it is an open democratic institution that allows participation and transparency. At least everybody could see what was going on. You can give the party mark. In terms of the expectation of a great number of his members and a larger percentage of the members of the society, PDP, read my lips, is in soup.
In soup.
It is in soup because, you know, the larger society is the audience that we're marketing ourselves towards in terms of elections and all and the outcome. And whether we like it or not, we have to put our ears down and listen to not just what we are saying, what they expect and what they're saying. They consider that last NEC not to be heavy on the bite. They didn't expect that with everything everybody has seen by way of anti-party, those who are already pledged, those who did anti-party in the last 2023, a great number of them already pledging their alliances and their, you know, allegiances to 2027. The people, the larger society who will decide the fate of political parties, expected us to show some capacity for discipline. Okay, I'm a PDP man, at least for now. I say to them,
that is
very big question. You know we don't play games.
That means something may happen.
We don't play games. So let me just continue. I pick those words carefully and deliberately. And I speak in a very apt manner. I got the capacity to say what I want to say, even if the president is sitting in front of me. Now, for now, I have said to the world that, look, respect that they have created 3 committees. One for discipline, which allows anybody that has discipline-related issues to write a petition for them, so that those that are accused can go explain themselves, because people must have the right of fair hearing. They've created one for reconciliation, so that if there are frayed nerves and people that you can still call back, you can call back. They've created one for the review of the Constitution and all that, so that if you need to do some structural adjustments within your laws to mitigate some of the challenges that you are seeing, you can do that. All these 3 committees are in place. So, to some extent, you will say, Nigerians, please, they tried. Now, why is PDP in soup? You know, the people that are players in the political parties, they are the only ones who can tell you with every sense of sureness that no, a certain tendency won. And that no matter how much you try to spin a good face to it, a leader must have the capability to review the strategy, review the processes, review the tactics, look at the outcome, and say, okay, we may have lost the war. What can we do to win the battle? The larger members of the Nigerian society too feel that, okay, what is PDP playing at? Is PDP trying to tell Nigerians that they are now going to become a pseudo-NGO that will be fueling the ambition of an opposition party, which is the ruling party, and that the large majority of people who have things to do with their time, who have ambitions and also have strong positions they are holding in society, will now be part of such a charade? So that's why I said there in soup. How we get out of it going forward is what is going to determine and show to the Nigerian people that we're either serious or not. And, you know, I've given it a lot of thought. And I came to the rational conclusion that the concept of multi-party democracy does not accommodate the idea that the major big party, the most established, most grounded, most consistent institutional party in this republic, will ever become a cannon folder for his rival that is in power. So if therefore that happens, or anybody, big masquerade, small masquerade, is stimulating that to happen, that person is challenging the principles and the ideal of multi-party democracy. And we have a duty to make sure that that's not going to happen here. That was why I said for now. For it to become madness on my own personal part, if I now join people who cannot clearly say they are doing APC, so we know we're in APC, who will then say they are in PDP, and people will be accusing us of using our platform to further the interests of APC, Ijoma, why should I be part of such jargons? Why can't I then look at the whole process and say, okay, if that be the case, Ashad Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I'm sorry I abused you before. Since they believe you are the best, I know you are good in some area, I'm coming home. Or why shouldn't I say, okay, after all said and done, the ideological underpinnings, I see what Peter is trying to do, is carrying a very heavy load. I believe in the idea that Igbos should be president in this country, whether people like it or not. Why don't I just go and waste my energy, my time and resources to try and push that, since I can morally be happy with myself, that rather than be part of an arrangement that will be trying to say you will tie the PDP down and be asking a new party that is not even serious, that is punishing Nigeria, to come and be raping it while it is tied to the ground. That's what people have done. That's why you see people like Emeka Ihedioha, former governor, former minority rep leader, very strong member, just said,
a foundation member.
He wrote one small letter that is out. Can you see the avalanche of people that have followed him? Because obviously people can be tired. That's why when I go to television, go to radio, everywhere I go, I try to take the feedback so that we can not just talk, we can hear what the Nigerians are saying. When I go to the market, when I go to the salon, when I go anywhere, I just say, Nigerians, what are people expecting from us? And I can say to PDP clearly,
okay.
Nobody is expecting
is it that
us,
the PDP...
Nobody is expecting us to be pretending as if we are blind.
We are blind. Oh.
What is obvious cannot be opaque.
Okay.
It is obvious. You can't be telling me people like Otom are saying everywhere that they're going to be part of the process of Ashad Bola for 2027, and people will be saying that we don't have the capability to call them to order. We can't be telling us that we have a complex situation that is even affecting one of our most important states, Rivers State, and people say we can't put our feet down. How happy do you think I feel that the People's Democratic Party of Nigeria has gone to Ondo? They cannot find anybody that is a long-standing PDP person. We are now stuck with the former deputy governor of APC, who, when he lost the primaries the last time, did not even wait to work for the party, decamped and recamped. And so, if the PDP wants to be a platform that is a cannon folder to support other people's party, then you don't think that 25, 26 years of my life...
You do know what has happened to the ideology of the founding fathers of the PDP?
You know, the
PDP was a very strong institution.
Ijoma, the most painful part of this whole NEC, BOT, is the fact that, do you know that a lot of our people, do you know the amount of wala I did just to make sure that pushing it, let's do it. You know why? Because we had great hope and expectations that some of these founding fathers and founding mothers, founding uncle and founding sisters will lock themselves in a room, look themselves straight in the eyes and tell themselves, no, young man, you were governor here, you did this, you did this, you did this, we can't be part of this. Or young man, in 19 you know, something that will just give the Nigerian people that even the so-called elders have not become senile. What did we get? They went in there, they said nothing, they did nothing, they came out of the place, they took pictures, they even, oh God, they even had the temerity to give themselves a 4-month extension, like time is the commodity they have plenty of. And these are people that want to go and contest against the behemoth called APC, with the number of governors they have, the number of senators they have, the number of reps they have, and the kind of political juggernaut that Ashwaji Ahmed Tinubu is. Ijoma, we are in soup.
It's anyway, it's not funny. But let's take a look at the real issue.
You better laugh.
Let's take a look at the real issue here.
Okay.
They went for the NEC.
Yes.
NEC has the powers to take decision.
Exactly.
And it will change whatever is going on in the party. Nothing happened.
Forget the NEC. What about even the almighty governor's forum?
No, that's what I'm saying.
So you know governor's forum will lead to NEC.
No, what I'm saying now
what
is...
What about BOT?
You see, whether we like it or not,
yes,
Nigerians have to believe that the PDP is being owned by one man.
Ijoma.
One man controlling the party.
You know, I hate when people victimize the enemy, just to use that phrase. How dare PDP say to us that the quality of men that make up NEC, let's call it spade and call it by the name, that one Nyesom Wike, former governor, minister of FCT, will now magically take over all their thinking capacity. Ha! Look, once you concave a NEC, there's something called the consequence of group decision, even if you have a minority view. If you did not rise up there to give your minority judgment or your minority opinion, you are liable to the decision. They took it together. Nobody should come here and come and start saying wicked this, wicked that. Every damn one of them that is a member of NEC, the ones that did not attend, because it was a very grievous NEC, they should have attended. The ones that attended and were acting mute, all of them own this decision. And therefore, all of them, since they've given themselves 4 months, they've set up all sorts of funny committees, they have the responsibility to go and figure out how to solve this problem. You see that hemorrhaging you are seeing happening in Imo?
Yes.
I can guarantee you it's happening in Ebonyi. I can guarantee you it's happening all over. And it's only a matter of days before it starts happening all over. I know the amount of energy, power, argument, begging, pleading, spinning, fighting, screaming I've been doing in-house just to even beg our people that are extremely livid, telling them that, okay, take it easy. But hey, shall I pretend to myself that I don't know that we are in soup? So that it is clear and nobody can be unsure of how deep a soup we're in. Imagine for a second that this plot continues. We get to 2027. Of course, since we are now a cannon folder, cheerleader, the wife of APC, the APC will win. APC will be winning from their weakest zone. If you look at the numbers, if you know how to crunch it, the weakest zone that APC has in terms of numbers is the Southwest.
Yes. Because
they've never been in South-South, they've never been in Southeast. It's Southwest, even though it's their zone. Then they will win and stay there till God sparing everybody's life. And God, please help me to spare Ashwaji Ahmed Tinubu's life, who is my brother. Let nobody come and kill him for me. He will be there till 2031. Then the APC will necessarily flip north to their strong zone, where they have a lot of governors, lot of senators. I can give you 5 quality material in APC in
from
the
northern,
north
yes,
that are potential successors that will be voted for. Tell me what will then happen to PDP then? So for those of them who are thinking they are smart, that, oh, let them go and be playing stupid games, come back and be thinking that they can repair it, it will be too late. But those who did that in 2000, in the build-up to 2003, when Chief Olusegun Aremo Obasanjo was smart enough and coy enough to get the ones in the southwest, Oshoba and Co, Adefarati and Co, to agree to that kind of nonsense that their party will not go and do their own party work, the only person that said, no, this kind of thing is madness, doesn't make sense in democracy, is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Today he's president. All those other ones, what are they doing? They are bank carriers or waiting for pension from his hand. So everything that you do in life has consequence. I have spoken to myself on the inside sufficiently that I'm able to accept whatever outcome that we are going to have. But if PDP thinks we are not in soup, we are in soup. So
what you're saying now, because from the statement you just made, that means if PDP loses 2027, the party is gone forever.
Look, listen, Ijoma.
No, I'm going somewhere. If that is the picture that you're painting,
yes,
then that means opposition is in trouble in Nigeria, isn't it?
No, be careful. The nature does not allow for a vacuum. When the AD decided that they were not going to be the real opposition, they morphed into AC, then ACN, then APC, and they're in power now. The 2 human beings who were consistently standing outside PDP, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Muhammadu Buhari, gave us an alternative national party. It was still same PDP people that made themselves the angry lot that made that easy, Kwara and Co. So nature has a way of repeating itself. For me, my concern has been a 25-year-old legacy institution, which is PDP. We should be able to plan it, reform it, rejig it, reorientate it, repurpose it, so that it can last for another 100 years. But please, my sister, most people don't have time for this kind of preaching anymore. They are barely able to hold themselves for the 4 months that we are begging, we are rolling on the floor. The ones that are even our friends, they are so touching when you even tell them, take it easy, they want to bite you. And if we now if people have time and they get to that 4 months, and then we get to that 4 months, we pretend as if we don't know how to do discipline. We pretend as if we don't know how to do reform.
But when you're saying this, because you scary people who want to defect...
You asked me, do you want me to like
hold on. I spoke with the Deputy National Publicity Secretary 2 days ago, and he said people are coming into the party. Those who are defecting, where would they go to?
My sister.
Because there are a lot of persons planning to go to the PDP, if not from the national level, from the state.
My sister.
But from this narrative you are giving,
my sister,
you are discouraging them.
No, don't be discouraged. You go. That's not. You
are discouraging them.
Ijoma, look. I don't know how to pamper words. If you don't ask me a question, if you ask me any question, expect an answer. As I see it, what I'm saying to you is that the way the PDP will know, and their leaders will know, and our leaders will know that this is not business as usual, is that you have to ask yourself, after we did the 2023 election, without conceding, let's just say we agreed that we were rigged, and without conceding or without inability to prove the evidence, let us say we feel we won. Tell me, why is it that all the termed elections we have not done very well? The one we won in Bayelsa, the amount of using our mouth to beg on the floor and scrub before the APC people, before they can even just take it easy with us, is not today. I know we can win. The numbers for us to win exist, but we cannot fumble into victory. And I'll tell you why. It was Lee Kuan Yew who was accused after his party had been winning and winning and winning. Then they accused him, an international journalist, accused him and said, Sir Lee, why you are winning? Are you not muscling the opposition? Oh, great man, people that teach people like us, the people on whose shoulders people like us fly. You know what I said? I've never forgotten that quote. He said, elections are a referendum in two fronts. First, I agree that it is a referendum on the performance of the ruling party. But it is also a referendum on the hope the opposition is bringing. If the hope the opposition is bringing is not big enough to make people take a decision to leave the ruling party, they won't leave. Should I repeat? If the hope that the opposition party is bringing is not big enough, it's not stylized enough, it's not connecting enough, it's not believable enough, it's not hopeful enough for the citizen, I'm talking about members of their party, to take a position and help them, the ruling party wins. And please, if the last election of Ashad Bola Ahmed Tinubu done from outside the seat of power, with all of the things that played out, was this difficult? Do you really think that Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall is what we are going to do to win?
When the man is already a president.
Not just when he's in power, when he's doing a few things that you know that if he continues for another 1 year, the impact may be difficult to deny. I'll give you 5. If he runs that is, what they call it, this loan for students well, that's going to give him a bulk of people within the youth community. If he runs that is integrated at the advanced loan well, that's going to give him enough numbers with poor people. If he manages his game with the members of his party up north, the governors and those kind of things, why should those governors come and lose for us? If he succeeds in getting a little bit of grace around the power and the real output of the power gets better, if he continues to manage the trick of balancing the naira, and if he is so lucky and he can bring the inflation of food down a little bit, and if his anti-corruption effort becomes, he removes the mask, goes after everybody, not sparing anybody, be very firm, be very detailed, be very determined, be very ruthless, and the Nigerian people can see that, oh, the people that stole our money are being punished. Ijoma, is it this our fall down, wake up, wicked, this wicked that is going to get us into power? Well, it may be. I may be wrong.
But does it mean that the PDP leadership are not seeing these things?
You know, there is one thing about the PDP. I've said this. Look, oh goodness, thank you for asking me this question. His Excellency Somike, if you are here, hear it. If you are not here, they will tell you. I've visited him in my life only once. And I visited him before the primaries. I was running around. Oh, Ezomo, may your soul rest in peace. I was pushing Ezomo to do everything humanly possible. And I was running around on the back end. And I saw that, one, Wike too was also running around all the state structures. So you have to consider Wike has loyalists in every state. 2, I saw that the energy level was high and the abuse was much. So I went to him. I said, Your Excellency, I concede brilliance to you for how do you manage your mates who are governors. But can I beg you something? I said, can I beg you to take it easy with yourself and Atiku? You are going to destroy this party. And he looked at me and said, I'll tell you why. I can no longer discountenance your energy. But you cannot discountenance Atiku's reach. Is it not possible for both of you to lock yourself in a room or talk to yourself, agree with yourself? You are younger than him, run with him. He listened. Only God knows how they ended up with their issue. Today, unless a person in Nigeria is a hypocrite, that's when he will not know that it was a prophecy foretold. If we are struggling with a wicked problem before primary, we struggle with wicked problem during the primary. We struggle with the problem when we are picking vice president. Throughout the campaign, we struggle with the wicked problem. He is in the FCT as minister under PDP. We are struggling with the wicked problem. We have a governor of PDP in Rivers. We are struggling with the problem. Maybe we should surrender to him. Because if he didn't dare, you know if we complain. If he didn't dare, he didn't stay.
Anyway, it's time for us to take reactions from our viewers. You can send in your messages via our social media platform. We use the X, formerly Twitter. You can go to Democracy Today, that's with the double Y, Democracy Today with the double Y. Or we can also You can also follow me at EJ or Sam. We're sending your messages. We'll take them, especially supporters of the PDP and Nigerians who are watching how the opposition are playing their politics in the country. Is there still hope? And if there is hope, where will these persons that are already aggrieved, where are they planning to go to? Are they going back to the APC? We're talking about the APC and the government in power. There have been some talks about how difficult things are in Nigeria these days, but you just listen to our guest when he tried to explain what the present administration is planning to put in place to put a stop to the hardship. But going to the streets today, it's been very difficult for you to get a liter of fuel. In less than 2 hours, from 8:30 a.m. when I drove out and coming to the office, I saw the queue was just about less than 10 persons in a fuel station very close to my house. And in less than 2 hours, it became a problem that has even caused traffic jam on the entire main road. That is what we are seeing across Abuja. I do not know, or can I say we do not know where this fuel scarcity is coming from. There've been talk about the reduction of the price of fuel, and the marketers are trying to say, no, we bought it very expensive. Let's see what we can do. I cannot buy fuel for this amount and buy something that is over 500, and you expect me to sell for something below 500 naira. So it's a problem, it's a challenge. So let's go to the streets, because one of our reporters went to the street in Abuja to speak with Nigerians who, some of them said they have been on the queue for close to about 7-8 hours, yet they couldn't get a liter of fuel.
The fuel scarcity is affecting Nigeria in different angles. We find it difficult. It's very, very difficult.
It's terrible because Nigeria is blessed with resources, but I don't know what is happening to us. I've been here for more than 4 hours. I have not seen fuel. My day have already collapsed. No econ.
I'm an international businessman. So after that, I'm a politician. I'm going to do some things. And I miss it today because of this fuel issue.
That is why we did so far for this Nigeria. May God help us.
Fuel subsidy removal, they have to refund it back. Immediately when you refund it back, this all issue, they will stop, please. I advise it to the president or the order calling to the president. Let them refund this fuel subsidy. If they have refunded it, wallahi, we will not suffer all this kind of wahala that we are doing in this country.
I'm not happy. With the leaders of this country from the beginning, from the ruling party, everybody, I'm not happy with them. They need to do something. If they don't do something, something will do them.
The reaction from Nigerians, not only that he's not happy with the leaders in power, he's not also happy with the leaders before and the leaders today and even the other parties. So they need to do something so that something will not do the people of Nigeria. I know you want to react to this. Exactly.
John, let me tell you something. You see, even the 2019 election was PDP's election to win.
Yeah.
The 2023 election, we were campaigning. Instead of focusing on what is important, we were making the dance up and down
internal
the street.
bickering.
No. We were saying, like they shake, instead of telling the people what the consequences of campaign is. At every point in time, don't get me wrong, there is always enough numbers for a serious-minded, well-purposed, well-positioned, well-presented party to win. Shall a party continually be its own Achilles heels?
That's why I asked you a question. I said, is it that the PDP is not learning from the mistakes of the past? They've gone through this same road over and over again.
Ujoma,
over and over again.
When you are a 25-year-old political party, there are some habits that you have picked that you need to drop. Those habits are not readily and easily dropped until you agree with yourself to institute a leadership that will help you to unlearn some of the things you've learned. What is the point in an opposition party not running free, fair, transparent congresses? What are they going to get? What are they struggling for?
So are you telling us now that even the congresses...
No, don't say that. No. Our Ondo Congress...
It may not be clean.
No, very.
The one that they are planning to hold.
No, wait. Our Ondo Congress, very clean. It was beautiful. I gave them thumbs up and all that. No. What I'm saying is that, do you know what it takes to accommodate all other opinions in the party? Do you know what it takes to accommodate other tendencies? Do you know what is the root cause of this anger? Why did they leave in 2015? Couldn't they have just waited a bit and endured the outcome of the Jonathan presidency? Why did those who got angry in 2019 behave? Why did they not accommodate themselves in 2023? Do you get what I'm saying? A political party has to answer that underlying question. Why is it that it is easy for people to leave? The first answer is you have to make sure that there's ideological difference so that they will know. If you're a Roman Catholic today and you want to go and be an Anglican, it's a major shift. It's not as easy as that. If you're a Christian today and you want to go and be a Muslim, it's a major. Political parties must see themselves in such a way that what does your party stand for? And let it be different from what the other party stands for, so that it's not so easy.
Like it was in the Second Republic and Third in this country. They had an ideology.
We have, PDP, to our credit, we have survived 25 years. But we can now calmly accept that hitherto we were the only national party. Now we have national rivals.
A lot of them.
No, only two. Only two of us.
No, there's NPP too.
Forget that. This kind of national party, one small party that sits there and cannot do whatever they want. There are only two national parties in Nigeria. The APC and the PDP.
The Labour Party is
Forget that. It's not a national party like that. How many governors do they have in any zone? You are talking about presence in all the zones. We have governors in every zone. We have rep in every zone. We have senate from every zone. That's what they call national party. Don't be wasting my time with semantics. And APC has the same. So it means that, unlike before, when I say I don't want to be tribalist, too, that's my reason for staying here. It's no longer a tenable reason because the other party is also a national party. So, okay, I want to be pro-market and private capital and blah, blah, blah. It's no longer exclusive. Even the other party, APC, which ordinarily is supposed to be tilting towards a socialist progressive tendency, like a left of center, they are almost now in the center with us. So this is a lot of work. It's not play. You need to sit down. You need to rewrite the ideology. You need to remarket it. You need to communicate it across board. You need to look at your voter, your membership register. It's so much work. It's no longer, the elections are very hard. They are science-driven. You can't just wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to be president. It doesn't work like that anymore, because why did Bola Ahmed Tinubu from Southwest, where they hardly turn out for votes, and where even when they turn out, they give everybody numbers, why did he beat Atiku in the North? Maybe they rigged. Yes, I accept. Why are they able to rig you there? The people that are in the North that aligned them to rig you, are they not your brothers? Why will a Peter Obi, with barely any, the Labour Party has been here for a while, but why will he be able to take 2 zones and 2 major capitals? Southeast, South-South, Lagos, Abuja. In that Abuja, he forced everybody not to even be able to have 25%. So now, what is that telling you? It's telling you that the democratic space is getting a little bit more sophisticated. Yeah. So nobody can be standing on past glory and be thinking, oh, now we did drum before. In 1997, we were in 1977, 78.
So you need to work.
You need to reform yourself. You need to tell yourself some truths. You need to understand that none is all good, none is all bad. You need to beg people, are you in? Be in. If you are out, expel them. You can't carry a snake in your cap and say you are going on a wedding ceremony. What if he bites you in the head on the day you are supposed to dance?
Mr. Shomi,
yes.
Now that you have this mindset, it seems that you're not too, yes, definitely it's open, you're not comfortable with what's going on in your party.
I'm comfortable if they are comfortable with losing.
How can you be comfortable?
No.
You are in that party for power, isn't it?
Ijoma, I don't accept that the only responsibility of a political party is to win election all the time. I believe, and I strongly believe, that the most important responsibility of a political party is to carry itself like an ideological powerhouse that people can hear what they are saying, they will win elections sometimes, and even with their best interest, they're going to lose elections sometimes. So I have cured myself of the paralysis of, oh, we lost. What I am speaking to is that we ought to win, but we can't win
with this
wobbling.
arrangement.
And nobody can help us with this problem but ourselves, because we called our neck. Some of us even took them to court so that they can call that neck. If they get to the neck and they see a Tom who says he's going to vote for somebody in 2027 and he's the one doing gra in the neck, what do you want me to do for that? I'm not a member of NEC now. If His Excellency Peter Obi go there and he says that, the guy wants somebody they always sing. I think, I've forgotten the song, maybe I'll remember. If you get there and he sat down like this and he say, as they paint them, they go there.
That's Wike.
Wike. If they sing for inside belly, and then they look at what do you want me to do?
You have said it now. If he didn't dare.
He didn't dare.
Thank you so much. Mr. Segun Sowunmi is a chieftain of the PDP. But somebody has a message for you.
What's that?
And let me just quickly take this. I begin with, let's go to our social media platform. Oku sent in a message. He said, IG, your guest today on PDP is talking without making a point. I'm not a fan of Wike. The problem with PDP is the North taking the presidential ticket in 2023. That's what somebody is saying.
That means he's accepting that Wike was right. That's what he's saying.
That's what he's saying.
No. Look.
Because that was Wike's point too.
Yeah, no. With due respect, when I say, oh, we should take it with ourselves, it's just because I know that once somebody gets the ticket, that I didn't get it is late. I fought with Ladi Adebotu to the Supreme Court for the ticket of PDP in Ogun State.
I was aware of that.
Did not come out of court in time before we were told to come and do the election, and INEC had put his name.
Yes.
Do you know how hard it was for me to tell everybody that, okay, lest I become somebody who cannot practice what he preaches? Oh yeah, let's go and work. And to my credit and the credit of our supporters, we won with the largest margin in that federal constituency. I don't preach what I don't believe. I would have just preferred that maybe His Excellency John Wike would have understood that what goes round will come round.
All right.
Maybe if he had taken it easy a bit, and if Wike was not in that situation of being in what they call that party is in now, we're working for that government. If he was not working for that government, assuming
the APC government,
assuming Wike is not working for the APC government and is not having problem in Rivers, the whole party would have emptied to its size. I know my people. All right,
Segun Sowunmi, thank you so much for being a part of this. But let's before we go take more messages. Stone of David said, I'm enjoying Egbon Otumba in your studio. I really pity him because I have been following him since years long. Everything he said is pure truth, but greed blindfolds most time. And it's Mayaki, not Mayaki. Whatever Segun Sowunmi is saying is the fact. My point is, what stops the NEC from suspending those that may have been involved in party activities, anti-party activities, during and after the general election? Wike is working for APC, and is going to continue until PDP's solution to this. And Ade Alabi, IJ, Mr. Segun Sowunmi should make a total departure from old order for a clean break. His likes should team up with a man like SDP 2023 presidential election Prince Adewale Adebayo Esquire. Nigeria needs his caliber. We don't have that time again. And finally, Obode saying, good evening, IG. My regards to your guest. He has spoken well and with fact. If the leaders want, let them hear. If not, all he said will come to pass, and PDP will go into extinction. Toso or Bandi in Abuja. Well, that's the much we can take today. I will still be talking politics in Nigeria and outside the shores of the country when we return on the next episode of the program. Until we return tomorrow at 7 p.m., follow me on X, formerly Twitter, @EJ.